Hello everyone and welcome back. This is, I think, gonna be the last video of my Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay thing. So we're going up to Lord Capon and just gonna talk to him, see if we can do anything with him with the new DLC. If this does well, it gets like 10 likes or like 30 views. I'll probably buy the Woman's Lot DLC and try that as well. Luckily the game just saved, and let's get right into this content. I have no idea what to expect. Last time I tried to do this, they didn't have the DLC, so the game just ended. You just get to free roam.
Good gracious, it's Henry, champion of the rat-eyed tourney.
Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul. But as it happens, my romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield? How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armor?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
Well, affairs of the heart are what I do best. I'll be glad to help you. So what do you want me to do?
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
But why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
Never seen her. I also don't look at the peasantry.
Carolina, I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And I'll reward you handsomely.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So you bet a rare family heirloom, even though you don't know how to play dice?
I do know how to play dice, as long as the other fella doesn't cheat. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out their hard-earned groschen.
Well, then you ought to have had him clapped in the stocks. All right, if that's what you want, I'll go to Ledechko and find this swindler of yours.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Good luck then.
Alright, cut. We'll see you guys in Ledechko. There he is.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special, all shiny and whatnot.
Do you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River. That one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau. That's all I need to know.
Oh no, I'm stuck in here. Let me out. Okay.
Damn.
No, no. Oh, he's... I get ambushed again. I'm pissed. Can I help you?
Are you after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
Couldn't I just go in there and murder them all? Alright, whatever.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles, among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
That doesn't make any sense.
No?
Are you
Aye. So I...
Well, okay, I thought there'd be more if I selected that.
Now, wouldn't it be better if you did that yourself? After all, I know nothing about this Alphonse. They'd see through me.
I'd do it if I could, lad. Only they know me, and I'm not on the best of terms with them. They'd most likely kill me on sight. Then the two of us would be dead and those bastards would get away with it.
Well, I hope I can avoid the same fate. Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant. A commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
And how am I supposed to recognise the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a look around for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognise anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or a chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh yes, he did. Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind of thing you'd overlook.
What can you tell me about Alphonse, so they don't catch me out if they start asking questions?
Indeed. A few details should suffice. He was from Slani, but lived in Prague the last few years. He advised people, very well too. He helped them to deal with problems, of all kinds.
He sounds like a man of the world, but I've never even been to Prague. I'm not sure I can fool them.
You can always change the subject. He was an ardent dice player, God forgive him. And he spent some time in Moravia on the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. But that was ages ago.
What do you know about the brigands in that camp?
Actually, they're not just ordinary bandits. It's a robber baron and his band. Sir Erhard Baron Bielowitz. Some of his vassals and maybe some commoners. They came here in the hope they'd have a better chance of keeping their heads.
Why don't you ask some of the local lords for help? I'm sure the Sasau custodian would lend you a few men.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than the lot of them strung up. Only I have a task that conflicts with that. And as for the custodian, I'm pretty sure Sir Sebastian is in league with Erhard.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhard into moving his robbing raids towards Benishov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benishov, nor Vlachim for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
Alright, I'm super confused on what his goal was, but okay.
My word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I do think he killed him himself, but whatever. Let's just, let's go through this, because I'm interested.
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind. I've no more question. Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots.
Alright guys, I don't know if it's long enough as it is here. Might cut it. If not, we're just gonna keep going on and pushing over into this camp over here, try to find these guys. I'm gonna cut it and I'll see you soon once I'm across the other side of the river. Later. Hello, my fellow astronauts. I'm over here on the other side of the map now. We're about to start searching this other camp. Unfortunately, all of you are stuck with drunk astronaut. I've been at the bar a little bit since the filming of the last part of this episode. Yeah. Oh, this looks like a big camp. Holy shit. And you got like tavern maids and shit. Sheesh.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielowitz?
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Yeah, I'm from Canada, eh? Yeah.
Prague, yes, quite. But I travelled via Guren, thinking it the less hazardous route, comparatively.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then, but you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
But it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on, with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets, and some old piece of jewelry.
Jewelry, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fellow sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things, too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
Blee blah blah blue blee blee. Aha, hee haw. I'm Canadian, yeah. That's all I'm hearing. What about you folks? Are there one of wait?
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. Anything to pass the time.
You're my daughter, right?
I am. Why'd you ask?
Just curious. This is quite an interesting retreat you men have here.
You could put it that way. I ain't been here long though. I helped them out of a tight spot and they took me with them.
Is that right? How did that happen?
Well, I was lying in wait for this wagoner, see? Because he'd been mouthing off about me, so I figured I'd take all he had for compensation. Anyway, I'm hiding there in the bushes and I hear this wagon coming, so I jumped out to ambush him. Only it wasn't that wagoner, but some merchant. As soon as he saw me with my weapon drawn, he started screaming bloody murder. And next thing, his armed escort comes charging up and I was the one ambushed. The injustice of it.
Vexing indeed.
Aye. Anyway, they caught me and took me with them. They figured I was Sir Erhardt's spy and they wanted me to lead them to him. Of course, I told them I didn't know what the fuck they were on about. So, while they were threatening to break me on the wheel, string me up and what have you, along comes the Baron with his merry band, and they lay into the soldiers and send them running for the hills. And ever since then, I've been riding with them.
That is quite an entertaining anecdote.
Ain't it just? If it hadn't been for me, the fellas would have run straight into a trap and it'd all be up with them. So, it's on account of me, they're still alive.
You're my daughter, right?
I am. Why'd you ask?
Just curious. This is quite an interesting retreat you men have here.
You could put it.
And how are things here? Do you get away much?
We ain't allowed to leave. So I've been here the whole time. I don't mind though. There's always something to pass the time. And we've got that wench.
That's all.
You had me at winch.
Can I ask something?
Oh, ask away.
Who are you?
They call me Noggin. I'm Sir Erhardt's vassal.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Sir?
Why are you hiding out here?
We're not hiding. We're just...
Well, couldn't you rest from your profession just as well in Sasau?
What's Sasau got that we don't have here?
Sunlight. A town. A bailiff. Bathhouse. A tavern. A church. God.
Have you been out of the camp recently? Maybe down by the river?
Why would I? We've got an outhouse here.
What about the others?
Why would they? There's water here, game in the woods, supplies enough. What else could a man want?
That's all I need to know.
Just want to eat. What a shitty...
Can I have a word with you?
What do you want?
What's your story? You don't look like one of them at all.
I ain't, true enough. I'm a local. I don't go raiding with them. When they're here, I just look out for them, bring them supplies and that.
And what do you do when they're not here?
Whatever's needed. But being the go-between for them that set up the ambushes pays well. And you don't have to risk your neck for it.
Oh, so you're a piece of shit. Got it.
Can you tell me something about the camp here?
This place, it's been here as long as I can remember. I used to come here as a youngster to play with my mates. Anyway, one time I had to lie low for a bit, so I came here and ran into these gentlemen, who pay good coin when you bring them some wine and a bit of grub.
Why did you have to disappear?
Ah, nothing terrible. Just that I was courting this one girl, only her old man and her brothers didn't take to me. Besides which, she was promised to some rich merchant. Once they had her married off, they forgot about me, though.
Well, that's nice.
I'll leave you to it.
You must be used to it, I'll never get used to this.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away.
I'm waiting to hear like, oh, you have a nice dice set. What the fuck is? Where'd you get that?
Tell me something about yourself.
Why do you want to know? You want to spread the word about what a good dice player I am?
Yeah, I was just curious.
Oh, are you
You know
good?
what they say. Curiosity killed the cat. But if you must know, they call me Berta. And I'm Sir Erhardt's right-hand man.
Berta?
Ah, you heard of me, have you? The Scourge of Vlashim. No man who felt the edge of my axe lived to tell the tale.
Oh, you're an axe? That means you're a pussy, right? Because you can't afford a sword.
So why are you hiding out here?
I wouldn't call it hiding. We're just having a bit of a rest.
From what?
So hungry.
Things were getting a bit too hot for us. Nobody bothers us here. Just as long as we don't show our faces in Sasau.
Don't you leave the camp at all?
What are you trying to say? That we're shitting ourselves here?
So tired.
Yes. Yeah, fuck you. I'm drunk. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly that.
Then I'd better put you right on that, eh?
You're welcome to try.
What's the matter? Come on! I yield.
Oh, yeah, after I hit you one time, you...
You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Go on, vanish. If I see you again, I'll kill you.
All right. Thank you.
Now I'm the badass of the camp. What? Fuck you. Okay. Yeah, you run. You run out of camp so I can choke you out and stab you.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What can I tell you? I can read and write a bit, and I help Sir Erhardt out when he needs it. Although, I have to say, since the Baron took to robbing, there's not much work for me anymore.
And what did he do before that?
What every landed noble does. He still had some estates and income from them, only he lost it all some years ago on account of debts. So he had to find some other livelihood.
How did you find this place?
That was my doing. I heard from a scribe about some ownership feud that ended up badly for both sides. Since then, it's been left neglected.
Oh, that's a shame. No doubt it was once a fine place.
Aye, the vagaries of fortune, eh? Times are harsh and what have you. It's always been that way and always will. I wonder how many burned out, abandoned ruins will be left when Sigismund withdraws. How many folk will have no homes to return to? And how many won't be returning ever? But that's our lot in this vale of tears. There'll be no peace and quiet till the next life.
Amen to that. I was told I could have a game or two here until Sir Erhardt has time to see me.
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? I'm Blaha, Sir Erhardt's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough. We've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play, you've got to wager something to join.
Far be it from me to disrespect established custom.
Yeah, shit tons of money, so I'm gonna use that to wager.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thanks.
You want to play right away, or...?
Why wait? I'll play now.
No beating around the bush. That's the way. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest. He ain't a good loser.
Fucking cheat. Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
I accept, because you're a pussy.
I won't take any accusations from you. I accept.
I yield. Enough.
You're free. Leave your weapon and go.
What's to be done?
That way I can sell his weapon. It's a good ass weapon. Alright, let's continue.
Fucking place. Fucking
Victory!
like it's the first time you got it. You must be used to itching by now. I'll never get used to this. Try washing yourself once in a while. You wash yourself. My granddad's brother drowned bathing in a pond. I'm not
Earhart will
taking a risk.
receive you.
I only wash when it's raining. You must be chasing women away with a stick.
Why doesn't he go away?
Smell it through.
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
They fell your way last time, and no mistake.
Alright guys, we're still here. We're going to continue the tournament.
How did I do? Have I won?
Well now, Sir Alphonse, you took them all by storm. Here's the key to the prize.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, let's on my prize.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I've got that necklace.
Excellent news! I'm not going to ask you how you did it. Here's a reward for you. Now you can carry on with your next task. I want you to sneak the jewellery into Carolina's trunk along with this letter.
Can't I just hand them to her?
You cannot! Under no circumstances must she find out who sent them. Otherwise the whole secret admirer ploy is fucked. Oh, and by the way, Henry, watch out for the butcher. He keeps a very close eye on his daughter, and if he catches you sniffing around, well, may all the saints preserve you. Once you've delivered the things, wait a day, and then come back and see me.
God be with you.
Great! You know, that's awesome.
Oh. God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Got it for you
I
right
delivered
here.
the things as you asked.
I already know! My spies told me everything. She was wearing the necklace this morning, as I asked in the letter.
So you'll go to the rendezvous with her?
Certainly not! I'm not going to pounce on her like a bull in rutting season. Her feelings must be allowed to mature gradually. Meanwhile, you'll get a potion for me.
I thought you didn't believe in witches' brews.
This is no witch's brew. It's an absolutely tried and tested elixir called Musk of Infinite Allure. There's a fellow in Sasau who sells it, and he guarantees its success.
Musk of Infinite Allure? Sounds irresistible. All right, I'll try and get it for you.
I'm sure I can rely on you. Here's some coin for your costs.
Good luck then.
Damn, there's a lot of coin. Alright everyone, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. In the next video, we'll be going over here to Sasau to getting the aroma of infinite allure for Lord Capon. I'm filming this afterwards already, so I'm gonna meet some dude who's gonna make me go on a chain of quests, unfortunately. But leave a comment down below about how you feel about someone breaking into your house and just leaving stuff in like a letter. I think that would be a little creepy, but hopefully that would never happen. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next video. You guys are terrific. Bye.